Hello and welcome to Sheldon The Sheep Talks to the Stars. I'm Sheldon The Sheep, and I'm here with upcoming comedian... Fuck, I can't read that. What's your name?
Myq Kaplan.
Could you spell it for us?
I spell Myq M-Y-Q. Sorry. Or you're welcome.
Is that poorly homeschooled, or are you just trying to fuck with everyone?
Neither, I guess, or maybe both. I was schooled at a school, and I was around, 14 or 15 years old when Prince changed his name to a symbol, and I thought it was cool and weird, and so I was like, I'll do that, and then I changed, and then he changed back, and I was like, I guess I'm alone. But now it makes it easier to Google, so I don't really think about it that much, except when people ask about it, so.
I changed my name to a symbol, but nobody cared, and I just changed it back. So how long have you been doing a comedy thing, Mike?
About 11 years.
Who are your influences?
I mean, before I started doing comedy, I hadn't really seen much comedy. I didn't know much about comedy. I think I'd probably seen and enjoyed Paul Reiser, and maybe some other people, like maybe from Saturday Night Live. I think I watched a little bit, but I didn't really know much comedy. I more listened to music. I started as a musician. I think I'd had Dennis Leary's album.
I fucked him.
Okay. But I wouldn't say... I mean, I think, we're all influenced by everyone and everything that we see or come across or experience. But, now, when I got into comedy, I really enjoyed Mitch Hedberg. I was a big fan.
I fucked him. Yeah.
Okay. I love Paul F. Tompkins. Love Maria Bamford.
She wouldn't have him.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Tons of people. Stanhope, Louis C.K.
Oh, he's awesome. He's good.
Yep, that was a couple people. Reggie Watts, Zach Sherwin, Shane Moss, Josh Gondelman, some friends of mine, Aparna Nancherla.
Did you ever have a moment where you're like, oh boy, I'm talking to, like a real rival moment where you're like, well, I really feel like I'm in show business?
A rival, not like a rival.
Not like airports. No, not a departure, but
no.
rival. It's like, I'm here in show business and I'm talking to fill in the blank.
Right, but not an enemy. Not
right. Not an enemy. No.
Okay,
right.
Not a rival. An arrival.
Right.
I guess. It's sort of been a gradual, sort of like steps along the way. That once in a while I'm like, oh yeah, wow, this is amazing that I'm working with. I've opened for Louis C.K. a couple times, Patton Oswalt, and worked with Maria Bamford, and people who are like heroes of mine, Andy Kindler. Just getting to see these people do what they do and have them know who I am is, it's a thrill.
Is there any up-and-coming guys that you can mention that you think are funny that maybe haven't broken through yet?
There's tons of people. I guess the question of breaking through, there's once you break through, then there's another level to break through. So there's all kinds of. I have a friend, Ken Reed, in Boston, who is super funny, and I should be. Farther along, more. I would love for more people to know who he is and what he does. And I guess, there's a lot of. It's hard to think of people on the spot, but I'll say Ken. Yes, Ken.
I've been in business since 1930, and I still haven't broken it, so I can sympathize.
Okay.
One last question. Tell us about your album.
I haven't, as of now, my newest album came out June 2013, called Meet Robot. Meet, M-E-A-T.
Do you have a robot that we could meet? Did you bring a robot with you?
I've got, I always carry around with me this is my digital recorder. Right. This is not a meat robot, this is just a robot.
I thought you had the Iron Giant there or something.
Nope, not Iron Tiny. And probably not Iron either, but, so neither. The Iron neither. This is what I put all my jokes into, like when I think of them or funny ideas. And one time, the way the album got named was I have a friend who, whenever I'm talking with him and I come up with a funny idea or an idea that could be a joke, he says, "Hey, you should put that in Robot." And one time, Robot had no battery power, and so I was like, I can't put it into Robot. And he said, well, I guess he'll just have to retain it in Meat Robot, which referred to the brain, the human brain, a robot made of meat.
Gotcha. Well, did anybody tell you anything about what sort of Ithaca trivia before you came up here?
I don't know if I do know any Ithaca trivia.
Well, it's a dirty, dirty city. The napkin was invented right here in Ithaca.
I did not know.
And over in the clean part of town, that's where they invented the sanitary.
That makes sense. I don't know if that's I don't know if I believe that that's true, but
Also, they make silent films here.
I did not know that.
Oh, they made silent films in the 1910s, and they made a 20-part serial called The Perils of Pauline, but it had a subplot about cunnilingus, so it didn't go over very well.
Oh, wow.
People say that they went to California for the weather, but it was really pussy. It fucked us up.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's the more you know. It's like that, like those public service notes.
I understand. I appreciate it. I like learning.
Well, I appreciate you, Mike, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. And it's a real pleasure to talk to a real working comedian. And this has been Sheldon The Sheep Talks to the Stars. I am Sheldon The Sheep. Oh.
Thank you. Sorry if that was your leg. I don't know.
No, hoof to hoof. That's fine. I love you.
Nice to meet you as well.